And hey everybody, it's SK again. Why am I on a Galka, you ask? Let's go ahead and jump right into this whole shenaniganry while I explain this, because this is going to take a few minutes. It is currently... Let's see, which one am I going to do first? I am still doing the Magicite quest, by the way. You know, let's go ahead and do the Vidot one first, because, you know, I may as well get that one out of the way first. Why am I on a Galka? So, it is currently 11:02 in the evening. I'm gonna date this on May the 3rd. I have been trying since 12/17 today, May the 3rd, to get this particular quest, this particular video out. In between, let me think. This has been the recording session from hell. Let me just put it this way. I have had Windowwork crash on me 4 times. I have actually had to just uninstall and reinstall Windowwork about 2 to 3 times because I guess the development build I had to use like a month ago because of some Windows update had actually gone into another update that I guess was an unstable one and it started wigging the fuck out. So I had to do that. That was fun. I had OBS crash on me twice. And then, when I actually got into the game, got comfortable with the game, felt that I was in a good position to actually complete this quest, I had about an hour, maybe an hour and some change of footage, and it was glorious footage, man. It had some just grade A humor. It was just, like, jokes for days. It was fantastic. I'd gone through all of these areas, and I found out that maybe I was kind of full of shit in the last episode, because apparently I may have been confusing the rank 5 quest with the level 60 limit break quest, because both require you going to these 3 areas, but the level 60 quest requires you to go way deeper into these areas than the rank 5 quest does, and that is the one that was complete and utter bullshit, because I didn't like it. I was not happy. I was a very unhappy camper. I was the saddest of pandas. But I went through here, had jokes for days, had really great, you know, like revelations about the story because I hadn't forgotten it. And then, as I was getting ready to turn it all in, I had ported back to Juno. I'd even gotten a warp ring. I actually got a warp ring, guys. I got a warp ring, and I understood that why you guys were telling me to get a warp ring, because it was stupidly easy. The 1 out of 1, like, little thing on the end, that wasn't just saying you can only use it once and be done with it. That was telling you that, like, you want to use that. It means that it can never run out, so you just have it once every 10 minutes. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the history of mankind. I also never got this on this character. Fuck. Alright, but I finally had a chance to get that thing, right? And just as I was about to port back to actually, excuse me, I had already ported back to Relude Gardens, and just as I was about to turn in the not the headset, what the hell am I talking about? Just as I was about to turn in the quest, the mission, and get my rank 5, and it would have been like a great, wonderful watershed moment, my power flickered. And my power went out for about half a second. And it wasn't even my entire apartment. My entire apartment didn't go out. It was only the living room that had my computer in it. And it turns out that, when you record something through OBS and you use the MP4 codec, and you have any kind of blue screen of death or some kind of outage that requires the file being interrupted, it even says a warning that, you know, it's going to, it may corrupt the file. What they actually meant, what it actually was in reality, is that your file is fucked. There is, I mean, that particular crash happened at around 3:45-ish or so. And I'm gonna be like halfway talking over this because I actually saw this beforehand and I apologize. But let me get back into the storyline here. Those explosives, quote unquote, pretty amazing, aren't they? Blamor, that's cute. Indeed, without them they wouldn't have been able to dig that mine. Now finally we can compete with Sandoria for power. Quad aren't good enough to live in there. One blast should take care of them. Ellipsis. What's the matter, Bobbin? Lord Ralgrim, we found the Quad Temple in the mines as you suspected. I could not stop them. That is unfortunate. As always, they don't even try to understand. That's little Ralgrim. Explains a lot of things about adult Ralgrim, doesn't it? Nothing. With all the Quad of guard in this place, you'd think they'd find a treasure or two. Come on, let's move. Let's finish this job and go. An interesting aside, the Cornelia we see in these flashbacks, I'm pretty sure that's the same Cornelia that, like, Monkman in Bastock. I'm pretty sure that is that's the apprentice that he was talking about. Which kind of brings it full circle. Ulrich, wait! As I thought, they were trying to protect their eggs. But they don't even try to understand. Poor Raugrim. He's turning himself into gonna be like a... I'm assuming he's going to be a bad guy at some point. Oh, and here's this little tidbit. Again, I apologize if I don't seem as, like, totally into the scenery that's going on here, because I was totally into this in the prior one, man. There was, like I said, there was jokes for days, and there was all sorts of, like, and reactions and stuff, and I'm not gonna try to fake it, because it ain't gonna work like that, but, yeah, it turns out Ulrich is a total douche nozzle. Is that all you've got, Raugrim? Ulrich, why? Why? Because I never liked you, that's why. Because that's a good reason to murder somebody in the middle of nowhere, that's cool. You will never get away with this, Ulrich. Watch me. And then... snap. That explains why Monkman was just kind of like, yeah, my apprentice just up and left and then just never came back, yada yada yada. Well, pal, if you knew that, you know, one of your head people, like, murdered her, you'd probably go on a rampage, to be honest. Fist of Fury and all that stuff. What have I done? Well, you were killing someone in cold blood, and then you accidentally killed another innocent person in cold blood, because that's kind of how you roll. Why? I couldn't let you die here, Raugrim. There are people who need you. Cornelia! And then you can just implant a Vader no gif right on top of that, and it just really adds to the whole image. So, we find out that Bastakans are a total dick. Also, again, I didn't get a warp stone, so I actually have to run back out. That sucks. Oh my god, that sucks a little bit. Oh, it's this way. Durr. So anyway, back to what I was saying before, and again, I apologize if I seem like I'm getting a little bit inside, like, the actor's studio here. But it turns out that, if you use an MP4 format and try to, do the things with the stuff, and your computer just craps out on you for whatever reason, that file is just dusted. That file is absolute toast. And like I said, about like 345-ish? 344, 345, something like that. I don't remember the exact time. It was somewhere in that 345-ish range that my power flickered. And again, it wasn't even raining, it was just windy. My power flickered for half a second, my living room flickered for half a second, and it caused my computer to restart. And then I tried for the next 4 hours? It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock before I finally gave up, trying every single file repair tool, video repair tool that I could possibly find. I mean, I tried the VLC player, which is actually pretty nifty. I didn't realize that was a program that existed. I'm going to be using that shit for real now. I tried, like, the video downloader. I tried every freeware and shareware and demo version that I could find, and I was not about, and as much as I love you guys, and as much as I love the game, I am not about to shell out anywhere from $69 to, like, $140 on a piece of program software that may or may not actually work for the you know, that may not actually uncorrupt my file here, which sucks. And I did manage to find one freeware one that kinda did the job, but when I got the final footage back, it was just, it was utter garbage. It was playing at like 3,000% speed, the music was like playing backwards or some shit. It was really, really weird sounding, man. It was real weird sounding. So, here I am, on my Galka. A Galka that is also on a Sora that I have not played since... Ooh, when was the last time I played this character? January, maybe? Maybe, no, it was actually December as well. I played the Elven and then I was like, hey, you know, everyone's talking about going on to a Sora because that's like the only server that has a population left on it. Let's go try there. I got him to level... Here, I'll even show you what he has. Like, you know... He has, you know, a level 50 warrior and a level 44 monk. That's it. That's pretty much all. And it was quite interesting. I mean, I enjoyed playing him, but, you know, Plan B involved... Well, what am I trying to say here? I didn't want to just leave it to dust. I didn't want to just start over and just be like, well, sorry, I can't do anything, you know, like, hey guys, guess what? You know the whole rank 5 thing I was leading up to? Well, it ate the, you know, my dog ate my homework, so fuck all y'all, I gotta take care of it myself or something to that effect. By the way, I'm going back to Relude Gardens, because Actually, no, I'm not going to go back to Relude Gardens. F that. I'm going to go to the Void and just teleport there. If I have to run back, I gotta run back. C'est la vie. But I didn't want to just leave it and be done with it and be like, hey, by the way, these major story elements are just not going to be shown. So luckily enough, I have a plan B, i.e. Grundy here. The only problem is, again, I haven't played Grundy since December. By the way, he's a Gulka named Grundy. Hopefully somebody gets the humor in that, because if you don't, that will make me the saddest person alive. But the problem with Grundy was that, you know, he was just something I fucked around with for like a week-ish or so, if that. And he had barely just gotten rank 3. He had nothing. So from about like 7 to like 10:30-ish, I have been basically, you know, hauling ass, trying to get him back up to the point where I could actually do this quest, because he was rank 3. So that meant I had to do all of the quests proceeding to rank 4. And then I had to do the prerequisite quest you guys saw in the last episode to get all of the key items and all that bullshit to be able to get what I need to be able to get back to this point. So that was about a 3-hour affair. 2.5, 3 hours. And now here we are. Here we are in you know, basically caught up with my shitty little Gulka warrior. So, I mean, and I don't mean to insult Mr. Grundy Man, because Mr. Grundy Man is kind of freaking awesome. And to be truthful, I kind of wish that I had started my Let's Play back in December with Grundy, because one, I wouldn't be paying an extra $1 a month for the slot that has Naranai in it. Not that I could have just deleted one of my other characters, but, you know, OCD and all that, which is facetious. I'm saying that, you know, tongue planted firmly in cheek. I'm not in any way, shape, or form OCD. But it's laziness, primarily, alright? But I actually like Grundy. I've actually grown to really like the whole, like, Gulka animations and their strengths and weaknesses. Yes, they're going to be profoundly shitty mages, but you know what? They're really strong melee people, which means that they're kind of going to be... Hi, how you doing? Up, there you go. You know, they're very strong melee focus, which is nice because, you know, I tend to play melee-focused characters in this game. With the exception of the, you know, Elven Red Mage I have on Odin, but we're not going to discuss that. Hi, how you guys doing? What's up? You guys are good? Alright, that's cool. I think I'm going the right way. Again, I did all this earlier today, so hopefully my memory is not failing me by going in the completely, like, ass backwards direction. I'm not using Final Fantasy XI Atlas for the moment. So hopefully I'm going in the right direction, but this doesn't feel like the right direction. This feels too winding for me. I'm pretty sure it was actually a shorter trip than this. Maybe? Fuck it. Alright, hang on a second. Final Fantasy XI Atlas. Okay. Savoy. Oh yeah, I totally went the wrong way. Shiza. Like I said, this seemed way more winding. I actually took a left at Albuquerque instead of going where I was supposed to go. So I think I actually go back south. It's actually just like a straight shot over the bridge. Just take a left. I took a right. Go figure. Or I took a straight. I don't even know what the hell I did. No, I took a right. Okay. I'm a bit directionally challenged. What can you do? So we go this way. Then kind of loop south and just, it's a straight shot from that point. Hey guys, how's it going? Good? Alright, cool. How's the wife? That's nice. Alright. Nice talking to you. So yeah, at the moment, as of right now, it is currently, like I said, 11:15 in the evening. I have work in the morning, but god damn it, I am determined, I am bound and determined to get this damn episode done. I don't really care about anything else. I just want the damn episode done. I want to be able to show you guys the episode because there's actually some really big shit that happens here. Oh, also, thank you for clearing out the mobs here, kind Azar. Much appreciated in that regard. Can I touch the wall of dark arts, please? That sounded weird. But, I want, there's some, oh god, screen. God, stop. I like, also, I like the fact that the cave just ends. That there's not even, like, the appearance of it being something, it's just there. You know, there's actually some really important story elements here that I want to show. And there are actually really cool story elements here that even, you know, for a game that happened 15 years ago, that came out 15 years ago, it may look a little bit on the archaic side now, and it certainly has some design choices and game mechanics that are a bit dated by today's standards. But, you know, back in the day, this was like one of the first you know, maybe not one of the first RPGs, but this was like one of, if not the first MMO that really had such a really, really powerful story-driven element to it, you know what I mean? It wasn't just, I mean, most games had like major campaigns or something like that, but this one, you know, Final Fantasy XI was the first one that really tried to make it cinematic, that used sweeping dramatic shots, that gave you named characters who were very important and integral to the story. And it really has like this sweeping, overarching storyline of why you should care about these areas, why, you know, why these people matter. Also, that is a really fucking cool shot. I wish I could take a screenshot of apparently my Galka's chest. Alright. You know, but this is a game where they really tried, really put a lot of effort into making a story. And making a story that you would care about these people. Also, I made fun of this guy's name for like a solid 15 minutes in the last my last video attempt at this. I think I couldn't figure out how to say Frank Mage or something like that. I don't know. I just ended up calling him Frank Mage, Frank the Mage. You know, because that's how it rolls. You called for me, Your Majesty. I was not expecting you so soon. Marlaise, tell him. I'm assuming Marlaise is like Monarlaise, Monarlais. Yeah, that sounds good. Manale is probably some kind of like adjutant or, you know, right-hand man sort of deal. I have somebody here today to talk about one thing, Northland's investigation. Oh yes, that. The best stalker Humes are causing no end of trouble, saying that they want to investigate here, there, and the other place. It is true, the Humes are fools and no better. Can they truly believe that some ancient power lies hidden in that forsaken wasteland? Ah, do they hope to find the gates of eternal paradise there, or lair some fiends most uncouth? Preposterous. We must take control of this situation immediately. Still, we cannot let them walk about the Northlands freely. Who knows what they're plotting under the guise of this investigation? Frank Mage, listen, go with the investigation party and keep a close eye on what our foreign friends do. They're up to something, it is certain. I'm sure nothing will come of this, but in case they do find something in that wasteland, do not let them take it. Understood? As you command, my lord, I will give the very blood that runs in my veins to further the cause of our kingdom. You can rely on me. He who loves himself the purple prose. These foreigners are wily and faithless. Never let down your guard, and may the goddess with dawn protect you in her mercy. Ushavat. The king has taken a beautiful queen, and I think a splendid addition to the royal family is not far off. An heir, perhaps. Okay. I'm calling it right now. I think that dude's evil. Just saying. It's not that I have any, like, trust issues against, you know, like, the papal and all that kind of stuff, but seriously, man, look at that face. We the people of Santori too must ever look to the future. The elven must never fall behind the foreigners in power or faith. I understand, your grace, very well. Very good. Do well, Frank Mage, or Frank the Mage. Yes, sire, my life for the kingdom. Yes, yes, my life for ire and all that. See, that was a new joke. Haha. But see, like, that sweeping shot right there, that, like, dynamic camera panning, that didn't really happen in MMOs, or even most games for that matter. That was not the kind of the cinematography. You tended not to see stuff like that before Final Fantasy XI. While it's kind of like a normal fare now, that was like a big fucking deal back then, man. This is why you put up with all that. By the way, that guy has like a codpiece like a motherfucker, and I don't want to look at that right now. You know, you saw these big sweeping dramatic shots, and it made you invested in the story, you know what I mean? So you put up with all the bullshit because you wanted to know what happened next. As I thought, there is nothing here, the only barren wasteland as far as the eye can see. But there is something wrong with this place, I can feel it. I don't think, Wink, we should leave Zarkbard yet. I agree, my nose has never failed me, but I don't smell anything. That's not normal. Something really terrible must have happened here a long time ago. Ridiculous, we cannot base our decisions on your feelings alone. You can stay and look for whatever terrible thing is supposed to be here, but I... Sudden cut-off. Also, douchebag supreme with cheese. Help, come quick. Raugrim and Cornelia, they were murdered by your hand. Ulrich, what happened? They were attacked by fiends, and Raugrim and Cornelia fell down a crevasse. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Grr, where? This way! Ulrich, you dick. Can I murder him at some point later in the story? I would very much look forward to that, because he's kind of a bastard. Wait a minute, isn't he the head of the Mithril Musketeers? I just recognized that name. Is he the head of the Mithril fucking Musketeers right now? Wasn't that Ralgrim's job? Ralgrim and Cornelia, where could they have gone? They died. That's what happened. We have to assume the worst. If I can't find them, no one can. Meanwhile, that Elven is having just fucking none of it. Why must Humes and Gawkas be so irresponsible? It is their fault for wandering off without telling us. There are too few of us left to continue. I say we go back. Besides, we'll find nothing even if we stayed. I second that. I've had enough of this creepy place anyway. Ajit, sell you stuff. But there are still places that we haven't looked. Who gives a flying patootie butts? Nobody cares. You're getting, like, snow in your boots and all that kind of stuff, man. It's enough. We have seen enough. There's nothing but dust and ruins. We accomplished nothing but losing 2 members of our party and wasting an extraordinary amount of time. Well, Sir Poopy Pants here is having a bad day. Someone has a case of the Mondays. Yeah, you're right. This whole expedition was a failure. Let's head back tomorrow. Ulrich, tell me something. Was it really an accident? What do you mean? It is not true. It is not true that there is some, shall we say, tension between Humes and Galka and Bastok these days. Are you accusing me of something, Elvin? Calm down. I do not care if it was an accident or not. I care even less about your little country's problems. Just do not cause any more trouble with such trivial matters while I'm around. That is all. Ellipsis. And then another dramatic pan away. Again, like, that's cool stuff. You don't see that stuff too often. And then we get this. It's quite late to be up and about, Sir Frank Mage. Is something wrong? Ah, Corsal. It's nothing. I could not sleep, so I decided to take a walk. Leave me. I am fine. And look at that, like, lighting. Do you even see the difference in lighting? Like, again, you don't see shit like this. You didn't see stuff like this in 2002 that often. That's really cool that they added that. They added that kind of stuff. And by the way, he's walking in Bastinu Oubliette, which is the dungeon underneath nice and balmy and nice and cozy, Chateau d'Orgueil. No, not you, Ralgrim. What do you mean? He died in an accident. I know nothing. Sir Frank Mage? Are you alright, sir? Stop. Do not come any closer. No! I'm not trying to murder the moment here, but again, I've seen this already. I'm sorry, I've seen it already, so now I kind of... Sir Frank Mage? Frank the Mage just got iced like a mofo. So, that's story 2 of 3. Kaloo Calais. I don't remember how long this walk is. Hopefully it's not bad. It's been like 5 or 10 minutes, so my brain has already turned to mush. Man, it's like 11:30-ish. It's not quite 11:30 for those who are actually timing it. It's 11:24 if we're going to be accurate. But my brain is mush. Literally, like, I've been playing this game for almost 12 hours just trying to get this quest done. And I realized that in light of what the game used to be, playing for 12 hours just to get the quest done was, 1, not only unreasonable, it was expected, and 2, that actually wasn't that bad. That wasn't that much of an ask, considering how much it would take just to be able to get to one place or another. So that's really not that bad of a deal, all things told. But I'm going to bed. I'm sleepy, tired pants. Can I be allowed through the wall of dark arts, please? And por favor. Also, interesting thing I found out / remembered today was that apparently, like, certain rare EX items, like the Delphic key, you can actually trade to other characters on the same server. So, when I brought Nara and I back, I was able to actually trade that key to Grundy, so that way he could just skip the entire bullshit of climbing the entirety of... Oh yeah, I forgot about you. My bad. Rujadin. I've never actually really used this guy before, but he seems kind of badass. Rugajin? I can't pronounce names right now, man. Words are hard. But either way, being able to trade that Delkford Tower meant that the key meant that I could actually basically circumvent the entire bullshit of trying to go from one area of, from the very bottom of Delkford Tower all the way up top. I could actually just use that little key thing, pop open that doorway, and just complete the quest. And that was just the greatest thing of all time, and was probably the only reason I was even able to complete this quest tonight. God, I hope so. Please don't flicker lights. I will be the saddest person alive. You don't even understand. I walked in the wrong direction, didn't I? Did I walk in the wrong direction? The fuck am I? No, I'm in the right direction. Okay. Sorry, I had to look at the... I actually had to look at the map to figure out where I was. The Vanadil map. The Final Fantasy XI map. Atlas map. Words, again, like, I'm fading, man. I was not expecting to be up this late. I want you guys to see the story. The story is really cool. Because there is some shit that goes down, yo. Teleportation assistance, and now we get to go to Castle Ostroja. That's called Shushu. That's art. Like, these names, man. Yeah, good luck trying to figure out how the hell to pronounce this shit. Now, Castle Ostroja sucks. It sucks monkey balls. This one only requires the Yugudo torch, which is like the one you could just do from literally walking to an NPC and asking for it, which is pretty nice. That makes life a lot easier, to be sure. But, it's also kind of one of the more bullshit areas, not necessarily because of the whole mute and afflictors and all that shit that was brought up in Bordeaux, but because there's a lot of traps and pitfalls and just in general shenaniganry that the Yugudo do. I mean, this place actually has a legit, honest-to-God trap door. You actually have to pull one of the... There are two levers guarding a door you have to get through. You have to... One lever, it's like that stupid snake puzzle thing, or that Alice in Wonderland thing, you know. One person always tells the truth, one person always lies. Well, one lever opens the door, the other lever drops you into a pit, you know, 2 or 3 levels below, and you have to find your way... Do you hear that? Yeah, that's definitely not the game I'm hearing. You guys hear that? Oh, maybe that's just a vacuum cleaner thing. Or, like, the world's most industrial vibrator. I really... You know, I actually don't know why my mind went there, and I would rather not think about that anymore. So, moving on. Castle Ostroja is a shitty place. I don't like it. I do not enjoy it. What the hell? Do you see that? How I'm blue because there's actually dabba-dee-dabba-die. Excuse me. I didn't want to miss the opportunity for that. But that's because there's a pit underneath it, and my character is actually getting affected by the light from the pit underneath without me actually... Did it work? Cannot reach target. Move, motherfucker. There we go. And again, the nice thing about this game being so old relative to everything else, or relative to newer games and all that, is that there's so much latency between me and, like, you know, the servers in Japan that these are based in. And by the way, these are based in Japan. So there is a pretty significant amount of latency between what we do and what, you know, Japanese players feel. Such that I can actually hit that lever. Wrong lever. I can hit that lever, and I can actually move out of the way, so even if it is the trapdoor, I can just bypass it entirely because of the natural latency between, man and machine here. That was not the phrase I wanted to use. That's nifty, I guess. Also, this actually plays in, like, perfect 60 FPS. I think there might be something to do with me doing the recording, which sucks. That's one of the reasons that, you know, I got this shiny new $1,600 computer that I built myself over the period of about 36 hours, in which I was tearing my hair out because I couldn't figure out what the hell I did wrong. But that's neither here nor there. One thing I am noticing that, even if I'm still having the same sort of bottleneck things because, you know, poorly optimized and all that good stuff, is that you know, I'm using a hell of a lot less CPU by doing this recording than I did before. Like this, as it is right now, doing the same settings I had beforehand. You know, it says I'm only using like 7% of my CPU usage, whereas before it was like bare minimum like 20 or 24, 25-ish or so. And recording at the higher rate, which was like the really lossless kind of quality, that ended up with like super ballooned. Am I walking in the right damn direction? Hey. Yes, I am walking in the right direction. Alright, so much for me being like, yeah, I totally know where I'm going now. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be yawning. But again, it's like it's past 11:30 now, and I was, again, really kind of expecting to be in bed by this point, because I woke up at like 7 a.m. I know. And that's nice. I was actually able to sleep in until 7 a.m. Usually it's like 4. But, I lost my train of thought. What the hell was I saying past me? Oh, the CPU usage that, you know, before it was like a bare minimum of 20%. And at the higher rate, which caused like the really super big file sizes where it was like 6 gigabytes for an hour of footage. Which I don't know if it's good or bad, I don't know, but that's a lot to fucking upload, man. That ended up, you know, that was like 11% of CPU usage or something ridiculous. You know, and before when I was trying it, it was like 60 to 85% of CPU, which was causing weird issues, and I was just kind of like, you know what? My computer might not be built for what specifically I'm doing right here. Either that or the stuff's just old. I mean, like I said, the computer I had before worked perfectly fine, but it was starting to show its age a little bit because it's 4 years old now, and I spent about $1,200 on it 4 years ago and built it by hand, and then told myself 4 years ago I'd never do it again, and now I remember why I told myself I'd never do it again, because of aforementioned hair tearing out nicism. But, you know, I can see that this computer is going to be, you know, the start of a beautiful friendship, but it's also going to be a, as far as I'm concerned, an investment, because I ain't, like, this is my big purchase for, like, the next year or two, bare minimum, you know what I mean? That is all I can spare. I am going in the right direction. I'm going in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. You're going in the right direction. You're not going in the right direction. You're going in the wrong damn way. Directionally challenged, man. This is why I have a GPS wherever I go, because don't trust me to figure out where the hell I'm going. I'm the type of person like, oh, this is west, and then I walk east for like, I don't know if I've told you guys this story, but when I had to get surgery on my knee, I had a friend of mine drop me off at the hospital. Well, the thing is, there were apparently 4 hospitals in this particular complex that lasted about like a mile and a half, and I had gotten dropped off at the wrong one. None of us realized, because it's like, pulling up, it looks like a hospital, it says it's a hospital, then clearly it's gotta be the hospital we're at. The GPS says it's at the hospital, right? I get in there, and about 10 minutes later, I'm looking at the name, and I'm just kind of like, huh. It says it's something Presbyterian. I thought it was supposed to be an institute for surgery, whatever. And I call in, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for surgery, what's your name? Told them, and they're like, yeah, we don't have any record of you here. What's your doctor's name? Told them the doctor's name. They're like, yeah, we don't have record of you being here. Are you sure this is the right hospital? And well, you know, it's the institute for surgery. And they're like, no, that's, you know, this is the address here, that address. And they're like, no, that's the wrong hospital. And I was just like, all right, thank you. Looked up the GPS, the hospital I needed to drop at to was half a mile down the road. Which, you know, wouldn't necessarily be that bad of a walk. I've walked longer than that, getting to and from work every day for like 4 years. The problem is, I was on crutches. And walking half a mile on crutches is not the world's greatest thing. On the best of circumstances, that will, like, you know, that'll put hair on your chest, you know what I mean? I'm saying that, you know, in like a facetious way, by the way. I would very much rather not have hair on my chest if that's the way to do it. But anyway, it was like a half a mile down the road. Okay, fine, whatever, no big deal. But I had no idea where the hell it was. I don't know where I am in relation to anything else, so I look it up on my GPS on my phone. I'm like, okay, it says I'm facing north, and it's a half a mile down south. Alright, so I just turn around and start walking what I assumed was south. And then I hit the main road, and I thought to myself, you know, I don't remember this thing actually saying I go to the main road, and then I look at the GPS again, which again, you know, this wouldn't necessarily be an issue if you were just holding the phone in your hand and walking as you were going, because you could just look at it updating, you know, live as you go. No biggie, right? Well, problem is, I was on crutches. You know, I couldn't carry anything, so I was just kind of like, okay, I go this way, and then I just do it. Got to the main road, and I'm like, it's saying going to the main road, so I pulled out my GPS, and I'm like, why does it say 0.7 miles now? And then realized that the GPS, it just points you north as just a normal, like, you know, that's just what it defaults to. That may not necessarily be the direction you're facing when you load the GPS program up. So I had actually walked about a quarter of a mile in the wrong direction. So I ended up walking, so I had to do another 3/4 of a mile south in the correct direction on crutches in the middle of November. And luckily enough, I live far enough south where, oh, excuse me, I beg your pardon, Lutenist, you're going to get your ass wrecked, sir. But, luckily enough, I lived far enough south that, you know, mid-November was like, you know, it was like 50 degrees when I was doing this walk. And I say walk in quotation marks because I was walking with crutches. I had shorts on because, like, I had a giant brace on. I couldn't really, like, wear anything else. But yeah, I ended up walking about, you know, taking into account the direction I'd gone the wrong way. It ended up being about a mile on crutches in November. And, like, they said it was like 50-degree weather. So, I mean, honestly, it would have been a beautiful day. It would have been perfect. It was like the sun was out. Wasn't a cloud in the sky. There was a nice gentle breeze. It would have been a perfect day for a walk had I actually been able to walk. That was good times. I got dropped off at the wrong hospital. That's a story to tell the grandkids. Like, hey, remember the time you dropped me off at the wrong hospital and I had to, like, you know, walk on crutches for a mile to get to the correct hospital so I could get surgery to repair my leg? Remember that time? That was fucking grand, wasn't it? I'm also walking in the wrong direction. No, I'm not walking in the wrong direction. I'm walking in the right direction. Okay, so let's bring it back home and segue into how this all got off, you know, topic in the first place, is I don't know where the hell I'm going. Sup, Lutenist? Oh, look how you're so cute, thinking that you can bend me to your will. I'm just going to destroy you. Yes, I am, with my, like, 14 great axe skill. Do I have 14 great axe skill? 15! Excuse me! Oh, I just got 15. Suck it. But, yeah, this is my character. This is my little shitty, you know, character that has 15 great axe skill. It has 150 just regular axe skill because I managed to get that super early somehow. I don't even remember. Like I said, this was back in December, okay? This was after the surgery in which, you know, I got dropped off at the wrong hospital and had to walk a mile to the correct direction. And I'm not saying this with any disrespect meant to my friend who dropped me off, because when I mentioned it to her, you know, around Christmas, because I kind of didn't want to be like, yo, you dropped me off at the wrong hospital. Like, she was absolutely mortified. She couldn't look me in the eye for like 20 minutes. I said, listen, it's okay. Like, it's hilarious in hindsight. And honestly, it was kind of funny at the time, too. I just had to call the hospital, and I was like, yo, is this the correct hospital? All right, look. I got dropped off the wrong hospital. I'm half a mile down the road. I'm on crutches. I'm on my way there. I'm walking. But I'm probably going to be late for this whatever pre-op, whatever it is you need from me. I'm going to be late. He's okay, well, you know, we wish for your safety. I'm like, yeah, so do I. Click. He was like, you know, I hope. He said something effective like, I hope you have a safe walk. And I'm like, yeah, I do too. Click. Like, ass. Hope you have a safe walk. I'm on goddamn crutches. What the hell is that? But I appreciated his well wishes, to be sure. Crutched in, and I'm just like, is this the correct hospital? One of the poor receptionist, she was like, can I get you a drink of water? And I'm like, I can't drink anything. I'm going into surgery. I can't eat or drink anything. Oh. But yeah, seriously, don't crutch around for a solid mile through, like... And I mean, and not all of it was like paved, by the way. I mean, most of it was, but not all of it was, because you can tell you weren't exactly, you know, supposed to go from you weren't supposed to go from one hospital to another like that. What are you doing, dude? I mean, that was pretty. Oh, he just like sucked the life out of him. That's pretty cool, Zed. You're making me want to actually try Dark Knight. You're making the PTSD fade, man. I don't know how I feel about that exactly, but so yeah, moral of the story, don't fuck up your knee. That's the moral of the... What the hell are you doing, my friend? Don't fuck up your knee. That's all I gotta say about that. There we go. That's the moral of the story. It is now 11:40. I started this video at like 11, I think. 11:02. So it's been, what, 39 minutes if I can do math right? Which I may or may not be able to. I don't know. And did you just aggro the bat? God damn it. Why? Like... Okay, fuck the bat for starters. We gotta kill the prior because he's the one, like, nuking us to death. Oh, hey, Kara has, like, no mana left. That's unfortunate. I also realized that, you know, this dude's level 50 and my monk was level 55, so that would explain why I'm taking so much more damage relative to what we were doing before, because these guys are actually a threat to me. Oh, yeah! That's a detail I should have thought about prior, probably. But I would like them skill-ups, though. Them fat skill-ups. Oh, thank you for the heal. I didn't even realize I was so close to dying. Let's kill the bat. What every villain of Gotham has ever wanted to do. Hey, I'm at 18 great skill. No, great... What do you call the thing that he's swinging? An axe. There you go. Great axe skill. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna light the torch. Light the torch. Light it up, up, up. Light it up, up, up. Light it up, up, up. I'm on fire. Please don't tell me you have more. Okay. Release. Get the fark out of my way. Let's re-summon them. If for nothing else, then they just give them full mana back, so I don't have to wait 15 farting minutes. My bed is calling me, Grundy. You don't understand, man. I mean, I'm thrilled that so far there hasn't been a fuck-up. A monumental foobar, if you will, that has caused this thing to go ultra cattywampus. I thought the few episodes ago was cattywampus. This is like cattywampus to a T. All sorts of technical difficulties, man. And I would very much appreciate it, Mr. Zealot, if you just, you know, died forever. So that way I could get my questy sis and done. And honestly, what I'm going to do after I get this is I'm going to teleport back to where the... Actually, fucking can't, because I don't have a warp ring! Damn it, I forgot to get the warp ring on this guy! You can tell I'm getting hangry. Like a disenfranchised... A bored and slightly disenfranchised Wario. Okay. So... I would love to be able to have that experience be useful. Sadly, it is not suppleness. Your ass is fucking grass, yo. Poor little bard thinking you can actually do anything. Examil actually pulled hate. That's pretty impressive. Never mind, there it goes. Oh, that didn't last very long. I'm almost tempted to just let Grundy die. Well, actually, no. No, I'm not going to let him die. Because what I can do is, after getting this cutscene, is I'm going to probably log out and log back in to Marinai, because she hasn't actually completed the quest fully. She didn't actually get rank 5. Like I said, she was on the cusp of getting rank 5 when, you know, all of the bad things happened, and I spent, you know, like 4 hours, or however the hell long it was, trying to figure out if I could salvage something. Before realizing that, you know, abandon hope all ye who enter here, your files are fucked. Oh yeah, there's this one too. Remember before how I said that Fickblix was getting his ass dead? His ass is unfortunately dead. Also, where the hell did she come from? Like, she just rolls up out of nowhere. I'm fighting my way tooth and nail. I'm on the verge of death, and she just rolls up and is just like, oh my god! What happened? Are you alright? Oh, Verena. What has happened here? Who did this to you? Tell me who. Nobody, Verena. Don't hate them. Aw, he doesn't want to narc on his buddies. No, I know. Hate will get us nowhere. I understand how you feel. If only we all could, then there'd be no more fighting. Verena, don't cry. It's okay, FFXI'ed. You don't have to worry about it. I'll be alright. Yeah. Shh, your courage needs no words. Even now I can feel the warmth of your heart. Just hang in there. Something else. Yes, Vicky, what is it? Thank you. Oh. Why you gotta go give me feels at midnight, man? That sounded... It's a double entendre there that was not intended. No, Vicky, thank you. You've shown us our mistakes. And then he just releases poisonous gas into the air and just dissolves, apparently. And I know it's supposed to be like live stream and all that kind of stuff. I understand, but seriously, it just looks like his dead body just exploded into farts. FFXI'ed always told us that someday people and beastmen will get along. I suppose you'll keep on hating them. No, not just hating, actually fighting them. They try to fucking kill me, man! What do you want me to do? They may also drop good loot. But just remember this one thing, some beastmen think like FFXI'ed did. There's more to life than what you see in front of you. We're all flowing in the river of life, not just watching it from the banks. And some people are drowning, and she's just gonna straight up roll on out. And they're just gonna ignore her because, you know, she's got boobs or something. Like, what the hell, man? I call shenanigans. There's also goblin foot. What do you do? Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, just an ordinary goblin footprint, except it's no ordinary goblin footprint. This place reminds me of like a honeycomb. It makes me think of bees, and I don't want to think of bees. I understand that they're, you know, incredibly necessary for, you know, future pollination of plants and, you know, keeping multiple species of plant life, bird life, bug life, which might be one of my least favorite Pixar movies, and all manner of life from, you know, dying because they help with the pollination process and all that. But man, I don't like bees. I can't help it, okay? I know they're wonderful creatures that have a very important nature to the rest of the world, but I would rather not deal with them if given the chance. Also, I appreciated the visuals of walking up here and you can actually see this one in the distance, whereas the others you couldn't. You could actually see this glowing in the darkness. That's pretty actually sweet. Good old Windurst. Summoning, you say? Yes, I would like to name this magic Summoning. The divine text depicted from the form of star symbol commanding a great beast. At any rate, we are very close. Soon the magic of summoning will be complete. Are you uneasy, Your Holiness? Yes, very. It is a time of essence. The lines of battle at the Tarongi Canyon and draw close to Saruta Baruta. The attack on Ashtroja Sulfale and many flames of life will be extinguished, like the star reading said long ago. Place your trust in me, Your Holiness. Windurst shall escape its fate of ruin. Yeah, that's always... Put your faith in me. Our fate, we will escape our fate. Fate usually gives the sense of finality, and trying to escape it means you're running a fool's errand. You know what I'm saying? The Book of the Gods has taught me everything. It told me the meaning of the tower and the fountain. It has taught me how to command the greatest of beasts. So in other words, by trying to stop all of this stuff from happening, you probably unleashed something way worse than what you were fighting. Is that pretty much what we're getting here? Shoo, shoo, keep your grimy claws off the Windurst Oratory Minister Ajido Marujido. G. You are a fool for coming here into the throne room alone. You say you are the Windurst Oratory's Minister Ajido Marujido? Ah! Oratory Minister? And I'm the Aviatory Minister. How do we know you speak is not true? Is not lies. Gawk! Or whatever the hell that sound is supposed to be. I should cut you up and send you to the Heaven Tower. Gawk, gawk. Silence. My little friend came all this way from Windurst to greet us. Let us hear what he has to say. Also, this music is like super bomb, 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 bomb. Ka-ka-ka, you came all this way to ask about the full moon fountain? Well, you Taro have probably already realized why the Horotuda ruins were built and why the full moon fountain exists underneath them. Those ruins are evil. Evil! The tower sponged dry the areas around Saruta Baruta of all their magic. You think that you Gyudo, are the cause of these wastelands, but you have only yourselves to thank. You, the Taro that activated those towers. The towers are all damaged. How do you explain magic still being drained from the plains of Saruta Baruta? What about you, Gyudo? What are those things you continue digging? Those stones? Maybe they are the cause of all of this. I commend you on your perceptiveness. But the reason Ceruto Bruto is becoming a wasteland has nothing to do with those stones. That night 20 years ago when we were defeated by your armies, you made a grave mistake. Kak, you still do not understand? Make your way deep into the central tower of the Horototo ruins, then you will see firsthand what the star signal and those summoners really did. Toki Toki. The moon and the stars no longer smile upon winters. Now the world shall kneel before the Yagudo. Oh, snapperdoodle. Star of the heavens, tell me what to do. Tell me, Karaha Baraha, help me. So they're like, hey, yeah, I'll tell you what to do. Wait, are you the one that actually brought everything out? Yeah, go fuck yourself. Sorry, I'm out. Want, want. Guess it's time to make your own. What the hell is that? I didn't see that last time. That weird, like, Arakoa thing chilling in the background. What happened? Are you alright? So, that's what Magicite looks like. What could they possibly want with it? Well, probably something to do with that right there. What the farfignugan? You were too late. I have already awakened your rage, cowardice, envy, arrogance, and apathy. From these I will spread the bane that will destroy Vanadil. Who are you? Your kindness awakened me, and this time you will be destroyed. You cannot stop me. Vanadil will be the grave for you and all your kind. Is that a phantom? An image of the Shadow Lord? The Shadow Lord? It can't be. His powers can't have returned. And it is true. The Beastmen are trying to bring the Shadow Lord back. You be careful, too. Was she talking to somebody beforehand? Too implies something. Oh, fuck it. I'm not in the mood to be grammar Nazi-esque. It ain't worth it. Now, is there an easy way for me to get the hell out of here? I don't think there is. This is one of the moments where you actually kind of want a warp stone, because this run fucking sucks. So, you know what? Farfignugan, bark this. I'm gonna log out here. And then probably in like 5 months, I'm going to try and figure out why in God's name I'm in the middle of freaking Castle Ostrosia as a level 50 warrior. And I'm just going to be like, fuck this, log back out, and then never touch the guy again. Which is unfortunate because I do actually rather like Grundy. I'm fairly fond of him, but now I've progressed with Naranai some, and I've even unlocked some quests, so I feel kind of obligated to continue with her since... Try not to sneeze so hard, you don't even understand. The itchy nosenessism and the eye watery this stuffs. Oh god. No sneezes? Okay, no sneezes. That's cool. That's sweet. But you know, I kind of want to keep the whole pseudo narrative going of having, oh yeah, that's right. The whole like uninstalling and having to reinstall, so the add-ons are a little bit jank. Like for instance, I'm at 29 frames per second, and I'm almost tempted to just keep it this way, because it don't get me wrong, I loves me the 60 frames per second when I actually get it. Clipping, plane 1, config, frame rate, divisor 1. There we go. So, here's hoping... Oh, hello, Fisticles. Alright, so, here's hoping I'm doing this correctly. Excellent work. How fares the Archduke? We want you to gather the Magicite and know nothing about objects of lore, but perhaps you try learning about the... Oh, okay. So I actually was running to... Well, I guess it's a good thing I crashed, because I was running to the wrong direction. I guess I go back to douchebag McGee up here. King Metrosexual, whatever the hell his name is. I legit don't even remember what his name is. He dresses like an idiot. Looks like a hobo clown. There should be commentary here at some point, but my brain just kind of stopped working. I'm sorry. Oh, snapper doodle. Yay, something I haven't seen. At least recently. You were a douchebag. I already don't like you. Magicite, yes. These stones emit the same power as crystals. Though impure, that power is great indeed. Now it is clear why the beastmen gathered what they did. They were drawn to the Magicite's great power. Yes, it is time to eradicate the beastman threat once and for all. I thank you for your service. Here's an airship pass. With it, you may travel to any nation you please. Ballin'! 3 stones are incomplete, but with the powers of the 4th stone that rest deep within castles of Val, perhaps then the Shadow Lord will rise again. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry, the 3 stones are incomplete, but with the powers of the 4th stone, perhaps then the Shadow Lord will rise again. Of course, the talisman that seals Zaval's inner depths was put in place over 20 years ago. It would stop any attempt. I've also read that the 3 keys to open the seal were kept safely away by the 3 Gate Nations. Your Grace. Is that guy's name YOLO? What is it? Dire news, Your Grace. The leaders of all 3 nations have been attacked. Attacked by beastmen? Yes, Your Grace. Douchebag pose enabled. Confound them, there's always one step ahead of us. So they seek to resurrect the Shadow Lord. Quite the lofty goal for Beastland. So be it then, perhaps you should return to your embassy. I will call for your aid again soon. Until then, be well. What? Okay, maybe I'm just tired of shit and I misread that, but that sounded very close to him being like, yeah, maybe if with the 4th crystal we can make the Shadow Lord rise again. And I'm like, I'm sorry, isn't that exactly what we don't want to do? Hey, what's going on? Oh, you don't have to tell me. Are you going to, like, grab my boob or something? Oh, so you went to Castle Astrosia, met a girl named Verena there. And she gets along with the Beastmen. Well, so maybe we can get along. Hey, Wolfgang! Wolfie, you here? Don't call me Wolfie. What'd you ask of me, Lord Eldenarsh? Did you find someone named Verena and bring her here? I think she's Aldo's little sister. Of course, my lord. May I ask why? She seems of questionable intentions. I think she may have misty powers, so I just want to play with her, that's all. Oh, and don't tell her this to come, Lanat. I want to surprise him. As you wish, my lord. And don't fucking call me Wolfie. I can't wait. You're all Narsh. So he's like telepathic or some shit? He also runs like a little shithead. But, you know, 2002. Still better than Morrowind, man. So, I gotta go back to... But yeah, I skipped a step. So I have to go back to my embassy. Did I just call it an embassy again? My embassy. You can't blame me, it's 11:58. It's been almost a solid hour, and I swear to God, I will be the saltiest person in existence if something happens with this file. So help me God. Alright, so, Melkabrit, help me out, man. At long last, congratulations on your success. Fuck yeah! I read you have no time of reprieve. Our beloved Sandoria is in danger. Her Excellency is away, so please take this court to her stead. Take the airship. I'll remain so and do what I can. 10,000 gil, message to Juno, and that is it, motherfuckers. I got rank 5. I have the airship pass, which we are totally going to use. Next episode, same bat time, same bat channel. Again, I am so sorry for the technical difficulties, and that you had to just stare at Golka ass for a solid hour straight instead of this beauty. Again, tongue-in-cheek. If you have any, if you want to see more, feel free to oh my god, I forgot my sales pitch! Oh my god, words! If you like what you saw, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. If you want to send hate mail, groovy man, go for it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, fools! Hallelujah!